It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They'll start out here with the option left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to DK Metcalf. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, here's Smith.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Jackson on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Seahawks 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
57 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Geno on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 77 yards. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And now off to the races, down the right side. He may go. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Jackson. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, they pitched to the tight end. It's a fake.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. Smith and Jigba with a grab. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Smith on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will shrink to 6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
To throw on second down is Smith, eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. They snap it to Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 34-yard line.
On second down, here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's good for a Baltimore.
They go play action now. Jackson. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, it's Eskridge. And
all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith.
He'll find Metcalf.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Geno down to throw. It got his man complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Smith. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Throwing again is Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Dallas.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Geno. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. He'll buy some time right. Got his target. That's Kohler. Look at the big fella go. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got it. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very